Welcome to Surrey Park Reserve today for the Deakin University match of the round between Surrey Park and Donvale. Joining us here at Surrey Park Reserve for a huge Division 1 clash. My name's Blake Tennant, and joined beside me is Paul Laconey. Paul, welcome aboard. Always great to come back down to Surrey Park.
Yes, thank you, Blake, and welcome back. I
Yes.
believe it's your first game back for the season.
It is, yep.
But yeah, no, it's the weather's a bit wet out here, but
Bit overcast conditions sort of thing. That's what we're probably going to be doing all day. And we are now joined by, I can officially say this now because it's the first time we've actually had a conversation with him, but the Surrey Park Premiership coach in Division 2 last year, and nicknamed Lumpy, I believe. Is that correct? Chops, that's the one. Sorry, Chops. There's another one. Oops,
That's all right.
Forgot about that one.
Right.
Chris Lanku, welcome aboard. First off, how's the new division going? Obviously, a very good year last year, going undefeated and winning the premiership last year. But how's it all going in the new division?
Oh, we're absolutely stoked to come up and play in this division. The 4 games that we've played so far have been excellent. Like, the standard is amazing, the difference between the 2 divisions. So going up, the girls have really taken it on board, and we're trying to be competitive, and the standard's really good, and I think everyone's just loving Division 1 footy tonight.
Yeah, and talk about it as well. You know, you had an upset loss, you would say, last week coming into this week. You know, Knox have I call them the dark horse sort of thing in this competition. You know, obviously everyone's speaking about your North Ringwoods and maybe your Boards. You can tell something. And then you guys are in that same category as well, but. How did you cope from that loss? Because I think we all predicted that you guys should win and all that sort of stuff. No disrespect to Knox, but
No.
How did you cope from that tough loss?
Yeah, it was so. The first 4 games we played East Ringwood at their ground first in a close win, and then we put down a Bourne and played Bourne at their ground for a close win. It was up all day. Then again,
sorry, can I just say? And also add to my question as well. How did you cope playing, the 3 away games before?
Yeah.
I think you got the next 4 here.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
The draw's pretty
so,
weird.
So talk about the shock loss in Knox, and then
Yeah.
how have you gone on the road as well?
Yeah. So then after the win against Bourne, we went to North Ringwood. Just trying to get through. So North Ringwood was a hard fought. Then coming for our first home game here against Knox, we thought we'd. First home game, let's don't lose on our home ground. And Knox really played some good footy. They were had some quality players. They were well structured. It was a bit wet during that first, a bit dewy in the morning because we were the earlier game. We were 8:50 start, but they came to play. And in the third quarter, we were in front. I think at 3/4 time, but Knox were just too good on the day and ran over us. So that was really good.
Without giving too much away, what did you take out of last week, and what are you looking to bring today to the table?
I think it's been a bit wet again today. I think so. Just try and trap the ball, keep the ball in front. Maybe the one handball, one kick mentality, just to get the ball out in space and just really concentrate over the footy today.
Yep. And just another one as well. How have you found, the scoring wise, for your team as well? And hasn't quite been the standard where you were last year, of course, where you were kicking ridiculous scores week in, week out. But do you feel like that's maybe a concerning point, or do you feel like maybe find avenues to score kind of thing as well?
I think it's the nature of the division. So they're all structured. Most sides are well stripped up defensively. So our offence hasn't worked yet. We're not kicking the ball probably to the forwards correctly, and that's impacting that we're not getting the score. But you're quite right, our scoring is down, and we hope to improve on that today. It's
definitely a tight division. If you look at a few scores around, sort of grounds as well. As I touched on as well, North Ringwood's probably the setter bar. That's the team to obviously beat. But you're playing against Donvale, and I don't like saying this, sort of thing. It hasn't been going their sort of way. But what are you expecting from Donvale today?
I'm expecting a contest.
Definitely,
going by last year's results, they were right in the mix last year. And I think that their first 4 rounds, maybe they might have lost some personnel, but I think they've still got 16 people out in the ground, so it's going to be a tough day today.
Yeah, no worries.
And with some of your first-year players, tell us a bit about those.
We've got Shelley, Emma Thomas, Mia Cartledge and Lily Long, and Amelia's in for her first game, and Emily's first game today. So they're just training, come to training, now they're getting their spot. We've got a few injuries and a few unavailabilities. So when you get that, and because we've got a pretty long list, these girls get their opportunity, which is terrific. Yeah, they're all good.
And just touching on, how have the numbers gone? Obviously, winning a premiership last year, of course, but have the numbers been up or down, or sort of in the middle, sort of thing? Is it cruising? Like, how is it at the moment?
Unfortunately, we went for 2 sides this year, so we had a pre-season where we had really good numbers, and then just over the Christmas period, the ladies sort of shifted and went to one side. So we're stuck at a number that's not probably good for one team, but we'll deal with it. We're happy with it. We're happy with the girls here, and we're hoping to get 2 sides next year. Yeah. But we've got a real good list this year.
Yeah, it's definitely the place to be at the moment. Surrey Park, of course, last year winning the 4, I believe, 4 premierships last year, of course, and it's definitely a club on the rise. Well, Chops, Chris, we're going to let you go. Enjoy the game today, and let's hope you can bring home more 4 points today.
Thanks a lot, Blake. Thanks, Paul.
No worries. There you go, Chris Lanku there. Chops I called him Lumpy by mistake, but I do definitely take that back. And we're about to be joined by the Donvale coach. He joined the ranks, of course, assistant coach, I believe, last year, now coming into the head coach, and that is Adam Michelangeli. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Oh,
that's perfect.
Beautiful. Got it. There we go. I was having concerns coming into the game today, but I believe is it true that you might have some, behind the scenes in the club sort of thing? Is that true, or is that...
Sorry, what was that?
You might have some more further things to do in the club-wise? Like, you got a role at the club as well besides coach? Is
past
that correct?
I have, not
yes,
this year.
Because I knew you had some sort of role. So you're around the club, which is great to see. Look, first and foremost, I just want to touch on, obviously, it hasn't been the greatest of starts for Donvale this year, and of course making the finals last year, of course, and all that. But do you want to just talk about how I wouldn't say difficult it is. Is it hard to get numbers? How's the numbers tracking? That's my first question.
No, look, numbers are good. I suppose this year we've had a lot of change in personnel, which is probably a lot of new girls to footy. So,
which is good for numbers. And,
it's great
to get them in and play games, which is what you want. So
but I suppose just getting them on board and trying to get them up to the speed of the game, and it's been a difficult start to the year, but look, we're looking to improve each week, which the girls are bought into really good, doing extra sessions and stuff like that, so that's good.
Yeah, that's great as well. Just thinking as well, do you feel like you're being competitive in games as well? I know the scoreboard hasn't reflected on your season, of course, but do you feel like you have been in games coming into today?
100%. I don't feel like, especially the last couple of games, the scoreboard has actually shown how the game has been played. Especially last week, I felt like we were in the game for a lot of the game. It was probably just a period of 5-10 minutes where they probably got on top of us. But besides that, we've probably been most games.
Yeah. So what have you taken from the first couple of rounds, and what are you looking to bring today?
Just pressure from the start. We're a team that we know we've got good skills. We know we're good with ball in hand, but probably our pressure when we don't have the ball in hand has probably cost us in a couple of times in games this year. We're just looking to build pressure on the opposition team, and as I said, we know what we can do when we get the ball in hand. It's more when we don't have the ball in hand. We speak about all the time about being the best team without the ball. So just, talk, pressure, tackling, all that 1% stuff.
Yeah. And I just want to touch on as well, I think Paul said it as well, we'll go with Donvale. There's a couple of first-year footy players as well. Do you want to just give us a little bit of an insight as well? We've got the papers, of course, here. So, Reed Fisher, obviously first year playing football.
Yep.
Katie Javox, is that? Javoke, that's the one, sorry. Oops, Mia Blizzard.
Yeah, Mia Blizzard.
Sorry. And Zoe Kakaraios.
I think it's meant to be a Y.
Is that a Y?
I'm not
yeah, anyway, yeah. No, that's fine. How are they joining in with the footy this year down at Donvale?
Yeah, look, they've picked it up pretty quickly. Obviously, they came later in the pre-season, so they probably came 3 or 4 weeks out from the season actually starting. So, but they've fit in well. They're a couple of girls that are doing those extra training sessions to try and catch up with the speed of the team, and they've put in 110% each week, and that's all you can ask for as a coach, really.
Yep.
You've got some players here on the list. Jess Crundle, who won the BNF last year at Donvale. And also one player to point out, Tegan Bradley, who plays for Carlton's VFL side. How are they trucking along so far?
Well, Crundle, it's actually, she that first game back from injury today, so looking to have a big impact. Yeah, and same with Tegan Bradley. She's played VFL the last 2 or 3 weeks, so it's her first game back with us. She played, I think it was round 2, but yeah, first game back. So we're looking at a big impact from them too today. And when you get 2 inclusions like that into a team, it lifts the rest of the team as well. So, yeah.
Beautiful. All right, we might leave you there, Adam.
Thanks,
thanks for joining on for the broadcast as well. First game, where you get to see each other live, and you get some vision as well, because there isn't much, unfortunately. But yeah, enjoy the game and enjoy the
No
day.
worries. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Adam. Michelangelo, I got that correct. I was really looking around the grounds. Please let us know the scores as well. I reckon this one stands out to me the most. The Eastern Devils take on Park Orchards down at Mulgrave Reserve as well. Big game. I think it's more of a test for Park Orchards. I just want to see how they're going in their new division. They're definitely ticking a lot of boxes early stages. Of course, win the premiership last year, Paul. How do you see this game today? Because I think that's the clear one that stands out in Premier Division this year.
Yeah, no, Park Orchards coming up from Division 1. They've had a really good start to. They've had a really good start to the year. And Eastern Devils, of course, came off a grand final loss last year. It's a big game. It's a really important game, as you said before, Blake, and they'll be. I reckon it'll be a really tight game. The conditions as well, I think, will play a big part in that game as well. But I think it'll be a really tight contest.
And just a quick tip, Paul. Who you got there?
I actually reckon Park Orchards will get up. I think I
tipped the Devils, so I'm going to back the Devils in there as well. Just quickly moving on, of course, sorry if we're not going through some other games as well, but we do have a limited amount of time. So we've got top of the ladder clash down at Combi Reserve. That starts in 7 minutes' time, so if you're around the grounds, please let us know. North Ringwood taking on Bourne as well. So top of the ladder clash in First Division, another big game down there. How do you see this one playing out, Paul? And like North Ringwood, we all know they've set at the standard that they are going to be the benchmark sort of team. Where Bourne obviously been trailing really nicely at the moment, but the big out for North Ringwood today is that there's no Jess Begg, so that's going to be a huge out. She might be playing for Port Melbourne, I believe, so that's a big out for North Ringwood, and Bourne could capitalise with that. We might go boundary for the first time with Kate Green. Kate, you around?
Yeah, a couple of things. First of all, the rain we had this morning, the ground's actually nicely drained that off, so it's feeling nice and firm underfoot. Secondly, I'm going Park Orchards against the Devils because Park Orchards are really...
I think she's breaking up.
She's Park Orchards is really hungry, and as for the North Ringwood, they don't rely solely on Jess Begg. They've got
She's a
some
massive
brilliant
out.
plays.
I know they do, but she's a massive out just for them going forward, though.
You've got players like Rhodes and others stepping up, and it was a concerted team effort when we saw them last week. So I really think that it'd be...
Yeah. All right, we might move forward just a little bit. We just lost Kate there, so we might just move a little bit more forward. But I'll just quickly go to our third division in the Deakin University game. I do have a score as well down at Donvale Reserve. North Ringwood Red are all over the Footree Gully at the moment, 16-2. And I think the big one in third division, Paul, is the top of the ladder clash. The two teams in form at the competition right now as we speak. Both sides undefeated, and that is down at HE Park Reserve. So again, we ask you politely, can we get some scores down for that one, because this is a huge game between Heathmont. Love that.
I think I mentioned that 2 weeks ago out at Beaconsfield, but I'm gonna go Heathmont in a close one there. I think Heathmont, they've got a big ground out at Heathmont, and the Coldstream will definitely take it up to Heathmont. It's going to be a really entertaining contest.
I hope it is too as well. And we just got confirmation just before that the Nunawarning Montuna South game is a forfeit. So that's unfortunately bad news down there as well. So that game is a forfeit.
Boundary.
Let's go boundary side to Kate Green.
Sadly, which team had to forfeit?
I believe Nunawarning by the looks of things.
Oh, that's really tough on Nunawarning.
It is, especially they're challenging, and they're trying to hopefully get a game in. So unfortunately, for Nunawarning's sake, it is a forfeit, which is a bit sad as well. Just the way Nunawarning going at this stage. And just quickly, we'll go on as well. The match of the round, I would say, in Division 4 for the Deakin University division will be Warrandyte and Bayswater. Now this is a big clash as well. Bayswater have had a very strong start after, as we get some great singing going on there. Bit of Zach Bryan, I don't mind it as well. Bayswater, of course, undefeated at the moment, and they take on Montuna South. Sorry, not Warrandyte, down at Warrandyte. So I'm not going to go Warrandyte, but Warrandyte do use the home ground really well down there at Warrandyte Rec Reserve, so it should be a belter down there. But I think the Waters get home, Paul.
Yeah, no, I think they certainly do. I did see Warrandyte out at Warrandyte a couple of weeks ago. I'm gonna go Bayswater in this one, but should be a really entertaining contest between the two sides, and I think the weather will play a bit of a part in this game, but either way, I think whether it's raining or not, I think it will still be a close contest, but I think Bayswater will get up in that one.
Yeah, I'm just really loving the singing down below us, Paul. A bit of Zach Bryan in the morning. I don't mind it.
Boundary.
Yeah, Kate Green.
They've just done the toss, sort of. It was more paper, scissors, rock, and and Surrey have picked the Aquanation or Aqua Park end of the field first.
Yep. Very nicely, Kate. I would like to get the other end as well, because I think there would be an end. What's the road on the left?
The left-hand side's Elgar Road.
Elgar Road, there you go. So Donvale will be kicking to the Elgar Road end, and Surrey Park will be kicking to the swimming pool end, or Aqua Hub, what Kate just said then. So we might just quickly go through, Kate. I think you would have done your tips in the record, but just say it.
I had it mixed up. It's actually Donvale kicking to Aqua Hub and Surrey Park to Elgar Road. I apologise.
No worries. Thank you, Kate. Terrific job all season, and the last couple of seasons has been terrific on the boundary. She does an incredible job as well. Best in the business, we like to say, for Kate as well. So Donvale, of course, I believe they're wearing the clutch jerseys. Of course, they wear the traditional black, white and green on their jersey, but today they are wearing the clutch jersey because Surrey Park, of course, wearing the black and white stripes, of course. Famous jumpers that I'm sure you've been seeing around. Of course, last week in the showdown as well, if you watched that, they are wearing the traditional Prison Bar jumper. You're a big Prison fan, Prison Bars sort of jumper, Paul. You into that?
I mean,
it looks cool, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. I don't mind. I think it is a great jumper in our game.
Yep. No worries. I might take a little leap here, but Paul Laconey in a couple of seconds when the umpire's ready will kick us underway here down here at Surrey Park Reserve. It's the Deakin University match of the round between Surrey Park and Donvale, and to kick us off is Paul Laconey.
So both rucks go at it here as Surrey Park look to win the opening clearance. There's an early hole in the ball there from Donvale, so big start here. Maybe, perhaps, but could it be holding the ball the other way? It is, so
I believe it will be going to Tess Reynolds.
So Reynolds kicks it high up in the air as going after it is number 6 for Surrey Park and Coughlin. Handballs it over to Lewis. Here's as Donvale look to clear it out of their defensive half, and we will have our first stoppage of this contest as we are 50 seconds into this game here at Surrey Park. It's a wonderful ground here at Surrey Park as Donvale clear it away. It's as Donvale look to clear it out. There's Surrey Park contesting hard for it. It will go back here. Gets a handball away, running after it is Marn. Maybe an opportunity for Surrey Park. So look to go forward into their forward 50, and there's an intercept mark there taken. That was by Van Oosterwick for Donvale. As she kicks it down the line. There's a good mark there taken by Kent. So Kent assesses her options.
She'll have a big say in this game, Paul, I reckon, given the first use to Donvale.
So kicked there by Bradley down into their forward half here now. As Surrey Park look to win possession and clear it out and go forward down into the corridor. It's a hot footy at the moment. It's hot in the kitchen, as they say. Donvale will kick it forward into their forward 50. And sitting under it here, good pressure by both sides. Maybe an opportunity for Donvale. Here's Hartman. There's a tackle there, and that's holding the footy. So we'll go to Surrey Park and be going to Koldnick of the Mia variety.
Yes, indeed. Couple of sisters, all relations, of course. You don't want to say that on air, of course. You don't know what relation there. So Koldnick kicks it forward for Surrey Park. This is probably the first use we'll see Surrey Park. And it's down on the other side wing. Down here at Surrey Park Reserve as well. The place to be, you would say, with all the success. I walked in today and there were so many premiership flags. I've never seen that before in my life. So Reynolds gets a kick. First to get there would be Butler. She tries to pick up the ball with a couple taps. She gets the hand pass. Donvale get things moving forward. They bomb it long inside. Another good tackle there. Donvale at the moment have got all the numbers pushing forward at this stage. And a strong tackle there. And it's going to be a ball up where our boundary reporter is, Kate Green, of course. Kent in the ruck, gets a hit out. Bit of a hold, not paid. And tackle. So we're outside the outside wing down here at Surrey Park Reserve. Surrey Park, of course, coming into today after you would say a shock loss. I didn't predict that to happen. Knox got him off course, so Bit of an upset there last week. Surrey Park 2-2 heading into their new division, of course, winning the premiership last year. As Oosterwick bombs it forward. The mark taken. Bombs it to the forward line. There's a 1-on-1 outside in the goal square here. A strong tackle. Where is this going to go? Will be on the ball. It will be, and it's going to go to a Surrey Park player in Chrissy Lagos, the captain, of course, for Surrey Park.
So Surrey Park have it in their defensive fifth day. It's a kick here, maybe a chance for Donvale. Is it coming back? It's coming back for a behind. So the first behind of the game going to Van Oosterwick.
It's been a star for Donvale in the last couple seasons, of course. He's heavily liked as well. She's been the best a few times, so we'll be seeing her a lot, but she's going to do a lot today if Donvale want to get the 4 points in their first win of the season. So they'll be pretty happy with Donvale's start.
Yeah, it's been a great start by Donvale. They've certainly brought the heat as they get the first score of the morning. Donvale one behind as Surrey Park get to score. We've gone 5-15 in this opening term. Here's Brennan. She kicks it down the line. She looks to go forward here as tackled there was Bradshaw, and the ball goes out of bounds. A stoppage in the forward half for Surrey Park. They trail one behind to get to score in these early stages of this opening term. It's a scrum here for the footy as Surrey look to go forward. It's high up in the air and it's an intercept. Is it marked there or is it out in the full? As
it's a ball up.
Ball up here.
Yeah.
So ball up is
Boundary.
We'll go boundary side to Kate Green.
Donvale player actually caught that still inside the field.
Yeah,
so interesting, interesting observation and call, but umpire rules.
So cleared out defensive 50 by Donvale, but Surrey look to go back in. Look to get it forward as Donvale have the numbers. It's going to be a free kick. Was it
in the back?
In the back, yep. So in the back will go to Donvale, and she'll play on quickly here. There's by Van Oosterwick of the Mia variety. Now, there's Donvale look to go forward. This is looking good here from Donvale. They're going to put it into their forward 50. It bounces past and a soccer off the ground there.
Should be a Surrey Park free kick here.
Yes, as last touch.
No, they're not going to call it, I don't think. Clearly socketed it off the ground there, a bit deliberate there.
So there'll be a stoppage in the forward 50 for Donvale. 7 minutes into this contest.
I would have called that back in my day, Paul.
As Donvale look to go forward. They go backwards to go forwards.
Boundary.
Up in the air and it goes out of bounds. We'll go boundary to Kate Green.
That was actually kicked in from out over the boundary.
Yep. Deliberate kick. So anyway, we can't criticise the umpires. They do
No, they're doing a great job.
They are. Without the umpires, obviously we can't play. Great game.
So Donvale here with the numbers. Good numbers by Surrey Park as well as it's socked off the ground by Marn. As Donvale look to go back into the forward 50. Good intercept mark there taken for Surrey Park. So
Boundary.
we'll go boundary to Kate Green.
Surrey Park just needs to quickly settle into their game plan because at the moment they're all just a little bit all over the shop at the moment.
It just comes down to the pressure that Donvale are doing. They've had a great start. It's definitely been in their forward 50 a lot. But for Surrey Park, we actually haven't seen what we have been seeing lately for Surrey Park at this stage. Marn gets a hand pass, a short inboard kick to Reynolds. Once again, another strong tackle.
And they've brought some great pressure off the ball,
Yeah.
Donvale, and Adam mentioned it in the pre-game to work on their pressure. They're doing a great job so far.
They definitely are. And like I said, Kent has definitely got a big say in this game because she gives first use. This is now the first look. We'll get a Surrey Park. Gets a kick there. That was by Coughlin. Empty goal square. I'll tell you what, it's there. And Surrey Park get the first of the morning, and that was a great kick there. That was by Taya Coughlin. And she just used the goal square to her advantage. No one in the square. And there was a one lucky bounce to kick the goal through there for Paul. So
they certainly can, and that was a great little bit of play there out of the stoppage. They win the clearance and through for a goal as Surrey Park get the opening one here this morning. As Donvale look to reply. Here's an opportunity perhaps. Here's Bradley.
Boundary.
Bradley's holding the ball. Will go boundary to Kate Green.
Number 2, Coda Link, is down.
Yeah,
Head clash with number 17, her own player.
yeah, just saw that. Just keep us updated. Thank you, Kate, on the boundary. Terrific job. Loving the singing down here below us. It's great to see. So we're back to the footy.
So stoppage here on the wing here, and just inside the forward half for Donvale. The scores at the moment, we are 10 and a half minutes in. Surrey Park 1 straight 6 to Donvale, the one behind. A lot of ground ball at the moment, kicked high up in the air for Donvale, and that's a mark there taken for Donvale. So
Paul, it was a little bit of tunnel ball there for a while, wasn't it?
certainly was, as Donvale go into the forward 50. Here's an opportunity perhaps. They got numbers forward here, and it looks like we're going to get another stoppage. So we're 11 minutes in. They've had a lot of forward territory so far. Donvale, can they get a goal out of this? They've been well worth their forward territory at the minute. Surrey Park cleared our defence, and here's Coughlin, the goal kicker from before. Mark there was nearly taken, but Surrey Park will go forward right in the middle of the ground. Donvale look to get it out of there, but that will be a stoppage. So Surrey Park keep it in their forward half, and we have a stoppage.
Yes, indeed, that was a great hit out there. That was by number 14, and Grace Hartman. She gets a clearance there. Kick off the ground there. That was by Brianna Shelley. Hartman, of course, they've got a bit of a ruck duel happening here as well for Donvale. Sophie Kent, of course, having a breather, you would say. So they'll be swapping in and out of the racks. I can see here. So the two racks in Toomey, and of course Hartman. Hartman gets the hit out. Mark gets a hand pass. Donvale, they've been really good this quarter, just trying. It would be really nice if they can get a score just before quarter time. That's a bit high, and it will be high. It's going to go to Matilda Lewis.
I thought they would have paid a mark for that.
So Matilda Lewis gets a kick. A bit of a push there, but nothing called. Strong tackle there, and that might be pinged, and it will be pinged. So it's going to be holding the ball. And it's going to go to Tess Reynolds. Tess Reynolds into forward, but an intercept mark there taken by Jess Crundle. First game back, Paul, as Adam said on pre-game. So great to see she's back on the field. Surrey Park bomb it forward. Again, Donvale have been pressing really hard. Been keeping it in. The press has been a lead, a good chain of hand pass there, and Van Oosterwyk gets a kick. She finds a teammate in Bradley, Tegan Bradley, VFLW down there at Carlton. So Bradley's going to back herself in here by the looks of it. So Bradley, that's a little bit of the canyon. Don't argue. Gets a kick. I didn't mind that. When you got the resume of Tegan Bradley there, I think you can have the license to do that, I guess. Now Kent back in the ruck. She gets a hit out. And it's a ball up.
So we're deep in the attacking 50 of Donvale, looking for their first goal. It's 1 straight to 1 behind in favour of Surrey Park. Here's Bradley again.
She doesn't mind a don't argue, doesn't she?
She does. She does. Certainly does love a bit of show time as the free kick's going the way of Surrey Park.
Reynolds. Test
Reynolds kicks it out of a defensive 50, numbers in favour of Surrey, and that's a good mark taken by Brennan.
Brennan's been impressive so far.
She certainly has, as Donvale will reply as they look to go forward here. But down back for Surrey Park as she'll kick it forward. Under the footy there is Pate for Donvale. She kicks down the line. Here, marker was nearly taken by Reynolds. Reynolds has it. She looks to kick it away. Well done by Reynolds, and here's Coughlin. Sock it off the ground. Good handball there by Buffoon. Now an opportunity for Surrey Park as they look to go forward. Right through the corridor here as they go into their forward 50. As it bounces forward, it's a one-on-one here, and well done there. Got away with it, but she gets it away, and that's well done by Donvale. Cleared away there by Kent. And now here's Ryan. Now Surrey Park look to go into their forward 50. Mark a free kick. We're in the back, and it's going to go over the shoulder. Sorry, Kate.
That was a bit of a combination of in the back and over the shoulder.
It was, as Morton will line up here for her first goal of the morning here. We've gone 16 minutes. No, she's going to kick it forward and finds an open player. Well done there by Morton, and it's a mark to McMahon. So, Mahon even. As Mahon will line up for Surrey Park for their second. The kick's on the way, and the kick has gone to the left, so it's one behind. So Surrey Park moved to 1-1-7, Donvale one behind. We've gone 16-50 in this first quarter, Blake.
Yeah, so we've sort of seen the Surrey Park we know of, Paul, which is good to see. Hartman in the Grace. Righty, bombs it for Donvale. Kent's in the ruck. Strong tackle. That was by, of course, the captain in Chrissy Lagos. That's a hit out there. That was by Lily Toomey. So it looks like Toomey will be in the ruck at this stage. She gets another hit out.
Can he stay all day? I'm always on.
We're nearly closing in on red time, you would say. 17 minutes into this first quarter down here at Surrey Park Reserve. I would say this is beautiful footy conditions, Paul. No sun. It's a bit windy, we know, but I would say I'd love to play in footy conditions like this today.
Oh, absolutely.
Mark gets tackled and it's a holding the ball, so we'll be going to Michaela Butler. So Michaela Butler, Surrey Park looking to go to boundaries shortly. Donvale got a hand pass moving. Marn's involved, gets tackled, gets the hand pass away from involved, gets tackled, gets the hand pass away from it. Again, Surrey Park in their forward 50, a little bit of a tap on there to, again, kick off the ground. A hand pass there, that was by Lily Toomey. They get a short kick and an intercept mark. Let's go to Kate Green on the boundary.
Donvale's number 11, Butler, she's been just hanging out the back and picking up a lot of intercepts.
She must be the loose sort of player, the spare sort of player, you would say. Strong tackle. Of course, this is the first time we are looking at Donvale. We've seen Surrey Park. I'm not sure if we've seen Surrey Park this year in the Deakin University Women's Program.
No, we haven't. First time for both teams.
First time for both teams, of course. The Premiers, of course. Matilda Lewis gets a kick. trying to find a teammate. No mark there as her partner in Charlotte Bradshaw spoiled that one. Kent's involved, she gets a kick. And a push in the back. And it's going to go to Paige Miskar. That might do us, of course, 20 minutes. And there's the siren. So Surrey Park lead 1-1-7. And Donvale one behind. Paul, you got the one goal kicker for us?
Yes, that goal was kicked by Taya Coughlin as the first quarter comes to a conclusion here at Surrey Park. The scores at quarter time are Surrey Park 1-1-7 to Donvale 1 behind.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Deakin University match of the round down here at Surrey Park Reserve. It's Surrey Park with a small lead into quarter time. It's Surrey Park 1-1-7 to Donvale 1 behind. My name's Blake Tennant and I'll be calling alongside Paul Coney. Paul, do just give us a quick recap of the first quarter as we go to, we'll do it shortly, but we'll go to boundary Kate Green.
You hear me, guys?
Yes,
just here with Adam, Donvale's coach. Adam, we may need to go this way. Just a very good quarter for your team in regards to defence and time spent down your end, but a bit disappointing just for the one behind with all the girls' effort.
Yeah, I felt like we were on top for most of that quarter. It's just we probably didn't get reward on the scoreboard, which we know if we keep getting the ball down there, then eventually the goals will come. So we're not too worried about that at the moment.
Your pressure's been magnificent so far. So what was the message for the girls leading into this quarter and for the rest of the game?
Yeah, I just mentioned at the break that a couple of holding the balls at the start of the quarter really sets the tempo for the game, and it's just about keeping that pressure up, keeping those holding the balls, putting them under pressure, and yeah, just keep tackling him.
Talks to the other coach. How did you see that first quarter?
Yeah, no, it was an entertaining first quarter. Surrey Park have been really good so far, and Donvale have done everything right. They just haven't got the reward for their inside 50 so far.
Thanks again, Paul, for the first quarter recap. If you just joined us, of course, quarter time score was Surrey Park 117 to Donvale, 1 behind.
Boundary.
Let's go boundary side quickly to Kate Green.
Just with Chris, with Surrey Park coach, you mentioned that you're really happy with the girls and that they did well on a slippery ground, and just to think about and having a wider look for players to kick to, what was the further message going forward for the girls this quarter?
That's exactly right. It's a fraction wet, but it's the skill level's not bad for the rain that we've had. And Donvale have definitely brought the pressure. Looks like they're a great tackling side. So we're just trying to get the ball to the outside and use our run and get to advantage and try and use the fat side of the ground.
And just reminding the girls just to look for those that aren't under pressure.
That's it. Try and get some one-on-one ball instead of a pack mentality. Yeah.
Thanks very much, Chris, and all the best.
No worries.
There you have it, Kate Green there on the boundary. And a free kick going to Donvale. That will be Madison Jones. She gets Donvale first, looking to the attack, and a great mark there by Colinick. And she'll play on immediately.
So plays on immediately, looks to go down the corridor here as Donvale bringing the tackling hate at the moment, as there will be a stoppage inside the forward half for Donvale. As both rucks go at it, it's going to be a free kick going to Donvale as they look to go forward. Donvale go forward here as sits under it. Now an opportunity for Van Oosterwyk of the Amelia variety, comes back and be an intercept mark to Surrey Park. Kicks out a defensive 50. Mark that was nearly taken. With the soccer it off the ground. And tackled there was Reynolds, and we will have another stoppage. So 2:20 in this second quarter. It's 1-1-7 to 1 behind in favour of Surrey Park as Donvale look to clear it and go forward. Socket off the ground there by Jones. As tackle there is laid by Kolodnik of the Mia variety. And it'll be a stoppage inside the attacking 50 for Donvale.
Boundary.
We'll go boundary side to Kate Green.
It's good to see Kobenik of the Mia variety back on the field after that bit of the knock in the first quarter. She's actually held up and intercepted quite a few things so far.
Thank you, Kate. On the boundary. There's the two ruck going. A nice strong tackle in the middle of the ground. No side has had really much dominance, you would say, Paul, wouldn't you? There hasn't been really a side. I know Surrey Park picked the first, but there hasn't been real side of dominance yet.
No, it's been real end-to-end stuff so far. It's really been even Stevens at the minute, and yeah, it's just gone end-to-end. Surrey have had their couple minutes of dominance, and same with Donvale, but even so far, bar the scoreboard, there's nothing to separate the sides at the minute.
Yep. So Reynolds and kicks it to the player that's had a dominant first quarter, and she's taken a good mark in Nicola Butler. I know it's early stages, but she's definitely up there on the leaderboard so far, and a great mark taken there. That was by Mia Kolinick.
She's really putting her body on the line, literally.
She has. She's going to knock in the first couple minutes, early stages, and now she's back on the ground. And again, Butler, she's been everywhere for Donvale. She gets the team, finds a teammate, Amelia Van Oosterwyk. Donvale got things going. They get a ball up.
Again, Kodanik, Mia.
Thanks, Kate. As Surrey Park bring things forward. Getting a kick there, that was by Brennan, Ellie Brennan. Having a strong start to this game. And a Another strong tackle there. That was again by Brennan. So good second efforts there, Paul.
Certainly was. It's a stoppage in the forward half of Surrey Park as Donvale looked to clear it out and look to go forward. Good numbers here from the Vales as it's kicked forward here going towards Hartman. She's been good so far for Donvale as she soccers it forward to the boundary line, and it'll be a ball up inside the forward half of Donvale. As the umpire balls up, both rucks go at it. Tap there, cleared for Surrey Park as they look to go forward. Handball there by Marn. Goes towards Marn again, but it's socket off the ground. That's really well done. As Donvale look to go forward, umpire waves the arms and says play on. And tackled there was Fisher. As there'll be a ball up in the middle of the ground. As socket off the ground there by Van Oosterwick of the Mia variety. As we'll get another stoppage. We've gone 6:35 in this second quarter. Scores yet to change since quarter time. No additional scores. Reynolds is trying to barge away through, but here's an opportunity for Donvale, but numbers here for Surrey Park. Really tight and in close at the minutes from both sides, Blake.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a neck-and-neck battle by the looks of things. You know, I think Surrey Park might be getting a little bit frustrated, you would say, of course, but Donvale, they're doing exceptionally well. You know, considering coming into this game, they haven't had the best of form. Let's go bounce beside the Kate Green.
If Donvale continue to chip away with Surrey Park showing a little bit of frustration, they could take advantage of that and actually get a major on the scoreboard.
Yeah, looks like it. As Marn gets a hand pass to Coughlin. Coughlin finds a teammate. That was by Emma Bradshaw. Gets a kick there. That was by player, I believe it might be number 30.
Number 5, Marn.
Marn, sorry, that's the one. Yeah, I'll get one play mixed up and it's up around the corner. Where would this hit? It bounces to the left and it's going to go through for a behind.
That was number 8.
Yeah. So that was by Bia. So behind there.
We're all a little bit. We're all a bit hesitant to say her last name.
Yeah, I got told to call her a Bia, Kate. So yeah. I was trying, yeah, it's a hard one, but yeah, B is her name. Got the confirmation by a few people down here at Surrey Park. Scoreboard reads Surrey Park 1-2-8 to Donvale 1 behind, and we're about 8 minutes 45 into this second quarter of Deakin University match of the round.
So both rucks go at it inside the forward 50 here for Surrey Park as they look to go forward and get one against the grain here, Surrey. Donvale look to go forward. There's a handball there and it's gone to Hartman, who's shown a lot so far in this game. Handballed away. There's a kick there by Harold. That's an intercept mark there taken by Hartman of the Grace variety.
She's having a huge say in this game, I reckon, Paul. Definitely switching between forward and ruck.
She certainly is, as the mark there was nearly taken as Surrey looked to rebound. As socket off the ground there.
The drop kick, Paul, the old drop.
The drop kick is back in town as it's kicked from McKizak. Now as Surrey look to run onto it, Bradshaw's been pinged, so it's holding the footy. Lovely little drop kick.
Yeah, haven't seen that in a long time, Paul, so...
Chris Curtis would be very...
Chris Cordis. Oh, that's his actual name, I got told the other day.
So Intercept mark there taken by Lewis. Sorry, Kate.
No, you're right. I was just going to say number 12.
So, as Donvale look to go forward here, it's been, as mentioned before, it's been end-to-end stuff here. There's no real territory dominance between the two sides at the minute, but both sides certainly going hard at it, which is great to see. It's been an intriguing contest. Kicked there by Ryan into the, or just outside the forward 50. Mark taken by Van Oosterwyk at the Mia variety. Kicked high up in the air to the forward 50 is an opportunity. And the mark.
Number 31.
Taken there by Jones. Thank you, Kate. As Jones will line up here for her first and Donvale's first of the day. It falls short there on a mark. Intercept mark there taken there by McKizak for Surrey Park, but maybe an opportunity. Donvale have got the numbers. Handball away. Is this a goal coming up for Jones? It goes out of bounds. So the kick will be going to number 27 for Surrey Park in Peak.
Yep.
In Harold, sorry, but that was Peak who had the shot at goal there as Harold kicks it away. Sorry, Donvale looked to go forward here. There's kicked high up in the air by Van Oosterwyk, and the mark there wasn't paid. He was holding the footy, so an opportunity for no, it's been no, it hasn't been reversed, has it?
Yeah, it has been reversed.
No, it's free kick going to Surrey. I thought it was been reversed, but it's just a bit of show time there from the umpire with the arms, and there's a good mark there taken by number 34 in Bradley. So as Bradley will line up to put Donvale's first goal of the morning on the board. So plays VFLW for Carlton as well. So bit of VFLW experience. In she comes Bradley. The kick's on the way. It's high up in the air as it's going to be cleared out there by Koldenik. Big contest there. And a tackle there is laid, and we will have a stoppage. We've gone 12:45 in this second term. It's Surrey Park 1-8 to Donvale 1 behind.
Yeah, there's no real dominance. Hand pass there, that was by Butler. Good chain of hand passes for Donvale. They've been terrific just to staying in this game, of course. A little bit of a push there, nothing called. The umpire's just going to let this one go. And a tackle. It's going to be a ball up on the outer side wing down here at Surrey Park Reserve. Beautiful conditions for footy. I did say there'll be rain, but I don't think I've seen any raindrops this morning so far in this game. So good sunny conditions, overcast of course. It's a perfect day for footy. A hand pass. Another one there. Good, well done. This is the best I've seen Surrey Park. Almost a mark taken there by Emma Bradshaw. It's going to be another ball up in Surrey Park's forward 50. We haven't quite seen it, have we, today, Paul, haven't we?
No, as the both rucks will go at it, and Donvale look to clear it out of defensive 50. A lot of ground ball today, as you expect with the conditions, but been a good contest nonetheless. Here's Reynolds. She's had a lot of footy for Surrey Park today, and she kicks it up in the air, and the intercept mark is taken for Donvale by Kent. And she kicks up in the air. They look to clear it out of the defensive 50. It's a hard footy to win, but win the free kick nonetheless. So it will be taken there by Hartman of the Ella variety. So assessing her options. We'll have a ball up.
Boundary.
Will go boundary to Kate Green.
Even though Surrey Park hasn't had it in their 50 that often, when they have, they've actually made, they've scored the only major of the game.
They have is the kick will go out of bounds here, and it'll be going to Surrey Park, and it'll be kicked there by McIntyre. So down the line here is it's a real struggle for the footy today, and it'll be a ball up with the music pumping here at Surrey Park. 15:40 gone in this second quarter.
Haven't seen many singing lately. Maybe they hear us. Too scared to say it. Well, there's the singing, as I say there. So they're energetic today at Surrey Park. Well, it is the place to be. Ball up. Down at the change rooms.
And of course we've got the match of the round later here as well. Surrey Park and Templestowe as the soccer off the ground here for Donvale. They look to go forward in their forward 50 here. Now an opportunity perhaps. Couldn't quite get the here, but that picks up again was Van Oosterwyk. Now an opportunity perhaps. Here's a chance here for Hartman. Hartman goes around, gives a handball away. Kicked away there, and there's Harold to clear it out of defensive 50, but could it come back in? Here's a lot of hard work here by Donvale to get it back. It's high up in the air, nearly there, taken by Kolnick of the Lucy variety. Maybe a chance here, and that's a good mark there, taken for Donvale.
Can't get there. Number.
So an opportunity here for Donvale to get
Boundary.
their first goal. Will go to Kate Green.
29, there we go. Grace Power.
So here's Grace Power to kick the first goal for Donvale, and the kick's on the way and it's through. So Donvale get there first, and it's back to a 1-point game. Surrey Park 128 to Donvale 117. We've gone 17 and a half in this second quarter.
She just had a go there at Lily Toomey there. Did Power there and Grace. So good start there by Donvale. They've actually been really good today. They've been challenging at Surrey Park, and they're going to get a little bit frustrated, I reckon.
Boundary.
Just the way we've seen Surrey Park, we can go boundary.
Surrey Park's frustration is resulting in them not keeping to their gameplay and actually not manning up one-on-one with their opposition player.
Too many loose defenders as well for Donvale. They're doing a lot of spare. They've got a spare. Donvale get a holding free kick, and it's going to go to Surrey Park. And that should be 25. That should be 25, but in Lucy Kolnick.
25 for 25.
Yeah, it should have been 25. Can't roll the ball to the player. And I don't know what's going on at this stage. There's free kicks
Boundary.
galore at this stage.
It was holding.
So they've got a kick to Donvale. This is well done here by, she gets tackled, but there was a boot there and forgot to kick the ball there. That was by Kolnick in Lucy. So we're closing in on red time at this stage. 19 minutes in to this second quarter, approaching half time.
I recommend more grippo on their hands.
It looks like it, doesn't it, Kate? At Surrey Park, trying to get things going forward. A hand pass. Got her a bit high, but nothing doing. It's just going to be a ball up. Nearly at the centre of the cricket pitch here at Surrey Park Reserve. Toomey gets a hit out. Again, it's just looking to be another stoppage. It's all red time at the moment. 20 seconds to go. Down here at Surrey Park Recreation Reserve. They get a hit out. Does Toomey again. She's given Surrey Park first use at this stage. Timmy again gets a hit out, and that will do us for half time. And it is Surrey Park 128 to Donvale 117. So a great, I would say, great half by Donvale. Surrey Park, you know, they've hit the scoreboard early, but Donvale are just fighting back continuously, aren't they, Paul?
They certainly are. They got a big goal right before half time through Grace Power, but it's poised for a big second half here. It's 1 point the difference here at half time. It's Surrey Park 128 to Donvale 117. We'll be back shortly to bring some scores and the second half of this game.
Hey, the cross!
Oh, I corrected myself.
waiting for some to come from China.
Welcome back to the Deakin University match of the round between Surrey Park and Donvale. It's Surrey Park leading 1-8 to Donvale 1-7. My name's Blake Tennant, and joining me on the commentary table today is Paul Coney. Paul, how have you seen this first half? It's no sign has really had any dominance coming into this.
Yeah, no, it's been a really entertaining contest. You know, it's been really end to end so far. You know, both sides have had their period of dominance. Like Surrey have had their moments, Donvale have had their moments, but yeah, it's been hard to kick goals so far in this game. Of course, Surrey got the first goal of the game, but Donvale got their first goal of the game right before half time, so it's really, really poised in the second half.
Yes, it is. So we might just quickly go around the grounds just for a couple minutes before the players get back onto the ground, as Donvale are on the ground as we speak. So we'll start off with the big one, Paul. Vermont getting their first win of the season, winning 6-14-50 to the Basin 2-1-13. So well done to Vermont, first win. It was coming. It was definitely coming as well for the Eagles. South Croydon winning by 4 points at this stage, 2-4-14 to Whitehorse, 2 straight 12. Durham scores between South Belgrave and Baronia. We might check that out shortly around the grounds. We'll go to First Division. East Ringwood League 1-8 to Knox, 2 behind. So that's pretty a good game down there. We do have a score down at Crombie Reserve. North Ringwood lead 5-2-32 to Baldwin, 1-8 at half-time. I believe that will be the half-time score. So North Ringwood take a really good lead there. So that's First Division. Mooroolbark lead 26, 24-26 to Beaconsfield, 1 straight 6. Kilsyth lead 139 to Berwick, yet to score. I think I did tip that one, so that's poor tipping by me. North Ringwood lead 2-5-17 to Ferntree Gully, 2 behinds. Haven't got a score between Chernsdale Park and Mitcham, but the top of the ladder clash at the moment at HE Park Reserve reads Heathmont 3-1-19 to Coldstream 1-1-7 at half time. And South Croydon, a big win here by the red team in South Croydon, 8-4-52 to the Eastern Devils, 1 straight 6. So things aren't going too well down there at the Eastern Devils, unfortunately, after a strong couple of years. So maybe the deft's getting questioned down there at the Devils. Bayswater 3-5-23 lead Warrandyte 1 behind. No score down there between Baronia Gold and Fair Park, so still got nothing doing there. And 5th Division, we have a score. That was from last night, so there was a night game last night, Paul, between Norwood and the Basin. 2-7-19 Norwood to the Basin at 1-4-10 in a night game down there at Mullum Reserve. And Upper Gully lead Heathmont Blue 1-2-8 to 1 behind. So that's the scores around the grounds. And let's go boundary side to Kate Green, who does have a coach.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you so much better now.
Whoops. Hello?
Yeah, I've got you, Kate. We can hear you.
Sorry, guys, you're cutting out. I can't hear you, so hopefully you can hear me.
We can hear
Just
you.
quickly, I'm with Carl Tosi, assistant coach for the women's. Carl, that was a really good second quarter. What's the message for the girls for this half?
Yeah, much of the same. So we'll just keep going back to the small things, and hopefully our luck will turn a little bit with get some reward on the scoreboard.
So is there anything specific that you stood out for you in that first half?
Yeah, I thought we were able to gain territory really well, so our stoppage work was good. There was a few times they were able to get it out, and we just probably got to tighten up a little bit on that. But yeah, if we can get it inside and then convert, that'll be the game.
It's been a good game. Thanks very much and all the best.
Thanks, Katie.
So welcome back to the Deakin University. Thanks, Kate Green. She'll probably get another coach coming shortly as we're back here. That's a kick there. That was by Surrey Park in Chloe Blake. Donvale getting things moving forward. No communication there between two Donvale players. And it looks like it's going to be another ball up there. So a couple of interesting scores around the grounds, Paul, as I alluded to at the halftime show. So keep the scores coming. What score got you interested?
Sorry, boundary.
We might just go boundary shortly. Kate Green, you there?
That's right.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just with Chris of Surrey Park. Very evenly matched, just with the pressure on both sides. What's the game plan to try and break it open?
It's just trying to be clean at the contest. If we can get clean at the contest and get it out to get a handball receive first out to a bit of space and then a bit of run, hopefully we can score.
It seemed like just halfway through that second quarter that the girls were getting a little bit frustrated. Have you got any method that you've spoken to the girls about of negating that?
It's just the mental side of things. Just got to make sure that when they get up, when it's their turn to get over, put their head over the ball and go get it clean, just got to be clean with the footy. So, and they realise that they're just frustrated they can't pick it up first go.
A little bit more grippo.
A bit more grippo would be nice, yeah.
All the best, Chris. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Kate.
So we'll have a stoppage here in the forward half for Donvale. And we'll get another stoppage. There's a minute 50 into the third quarter here. If you just joined us, it's a double header here at Surrey Park as we've got Surrey Park and Donvale here in an intriguing contest at the moment. There's a hole in the ball. It'll be a free kick going to Van Oosterwyk of the Amelia variety. Of course, after this one, from 1:15, it's Surrey Park and Templestowe as Donvale get it into their forward 50, but it's cleared out by Surrey Park. 1-on-1 here and winning the race here is Lewis. Lewis trying to get possession of the footy here, and she's tackled there by Sarah Brown, and it'll be a ball up as both rucks go at it again, and Donvale win the tap and they look to go forward. Here's a opportunity here for Surrey Park as here's Marn. Now an opportunity for here for Surrey Park. They look to go forward, but it's tackled there by Perner, and we will have a stoppage 3 minutes into this third quarter.
As TV gets the hit out there, gets a hand pass. As they bomb things forward, they get a kick there to Surrey Park in Harold. That's Mia. And here's the player that's been terrific, but gets a strong tackle. That was by Butler, gets tackled there. She was arguing for the high tackle there, but the umpire said, no, that's not happening. So they bomb it forward. Do get it out to Surrey Park. Reynolds. It's been pretty terrific so far for Surrey Park as she bombs it in. Drop mark taken there by Bradshaw. No strong tackle there. Nothing called. Kick off the ground incoming. And it's going to be through for a behind. So that moves Surrey Park to 139 to Donvale. 117 to 139. So we're about 4 minutes 15 into this third quarter. Paul.
So Surrey get their margin back out to 2 points as the kick goes just outside here as Surrey look to get it back in there. Bouncing footy. First was Crundle for Donvale, and we will have a free kick going to Surrey Park. So
I think it's the ruck, Lily Toomey.
So Toomey.
Number 4.
So that was kicked up by McKissick.
Yeah.
Now racing out is Van Oosterwick, and she's had a blinder so far for Donvale of the Amelia variety, and there'll be a free kick going to Surrey Park, and will be taken there by Kolinick, who's also been a standout for Surrey Park. High up in the air, bounces over the top. Now Kolinick now over as they handball backwards to go forwards, as BWS would say. Now an opportunity here for Surrey Park. The kick's on the way. Will it get there?
It is. Oh, the goal umpire was
a bit of theatre from the goal umpire.
The goal umpire was nodding its head, saying, "I think
boy.
that's a goal." But yeah, I think it was saying the umpire, maybe looking at the umpire.
Don't mind a bit of theatre in the game as it's 1 behind. So Surrey Park get it to 1-4-10. Donvale 1-1-7. We've gone 6 minutes, and it's an intercept mark there taken for Surrey Park. Inside 50 here for Surrey. Mark there was nearly taken there by Morton.
Boundary.
Big pack of players will go down to the boundary with Kate Green.
Both teams are making the mistake of kicking to the pack and not looking for loose players outside those packs.
Certainly right. A very good observation there, Kate, as it's kicked out. There they look to go down the line here, Donvale, but pressure there from Donvale. Good tackle laid there by Georgia Drake. And it will be a stoppage here. Gone 6:50 in this third term. 3 points the difference. So both sides going at it. Kicked away there by Barnes. She wins a clearance. That's a good mark. They're taken for Donvale, taken there by the number 13 in. We don't have a 13 in here, so Donvale look to go forward. There'll be a stoppage.
Yeah, no 13 for Donvale. want to get Kate, potentially. Could be wrong. There's a hand pass taken away there by Surrey Park. Marn gets a kick there. 2 going at it here. Coughlin, of course, kicked the opening goal for this game. Two rucks. Big hit out there. That was by Ali Hartman. So Grace Hartman, sorry. Mixed up there. And only to the ball there is Jess Crundle. She got all the time in the world at this stage. She can pick up the ball here. She does. She gets the hand pass. Tackle late there. Donvale got things going forward. Another strong tackle. It's going to be a ball up. So, see our wonderful sponsors.
Boundary.
Let's go, Boundary Kate Green.
The next goal is going to come from a mistake by either team.
It has to be. It has. Surrey Park look to get things going with Butler with a hand pass.
But Donvale might have a say in that as they look to go forward, but Surrey Park repelled backwards here. Donvale look to go forward, high up in the end. That's a good intercept mark they're taken there by Kolenick, and it's 25. So
I don't know what the 25 was. I know she shoved.
Boundary.
Let's go, Kate Green.
It was for the push in the back.
So an intercept mark there is taken there by Perner, and she assesses her options here. Kick there, mark there was not taken. Surrey have the numbers. Kicked forward here and racing towards it is Bradshaw of the Charlotte variety. Is there a mark? Here it is, and it's taken there by Bradshaw of the Emma variety. And she will line up to make this a 9-point game for the Panthers. She's on a bit of an angle here, but here's an opportunity for Bradshaw. So in she comes for Surrey's second, and to get out to 9-point lead. The kick is on the way, and it is gone right for the one behind signal there by the goal umpire. And it's out to 4 points. Surrey Park 1-5-11 to Donvale 1-1-7.
Yep, so we've got a close encounter at this stage. Is Crundle playing her first game back, the captain, in a long time. She gets a kick out. Involved there is the Vaux. The 2 rucks at it at this stage. New ruck in Bethine. Silverboard, of course, leads 1-1-5. Donvale 1-1-7. And a free kick going to Donvale. I don't know what for. They bomb it forward and an intercept mark taken. Coughlin there, kick the first goal. Reynolds involved. She gets a kick. There's a 1-on-1 in the goal square. Here comes, and it's an open goal square. Oh, you don't mind, and they kick a goal to Surrey Park in Taylor Morton. And there you go, as easy as you like. Reynolds, of course, bombed it forward. And a 1-on-1 in the goal square, and all by herself. She had a paddock in front of her, and kicking that goal was Taylor Morton with her first, and Surrey Park's second of the day. Scoreboard reads 2-5-17 to Donvale 1-1-7. There you go, just Reynolds getting involved in this third quarter, isn't she, Paul?
It certainly was. A lovely bit of play by Reynolds and a great hand pass over to Morton, and that's a big goal in this game because it gets it back out to 10 points here in the context of this game as we get to 12-minute mark of the third quarter. And here's Marn. Marn kicks into the forward 50 mark to work. Good spoil there by Donvale, and we will have a stoppage in the forward 50 for Surrey Park. 12-15 gone in this third quarter. Now an opportunity perhaps. Donvale looking to get it out of there. They have the numbers. It's a kick high in the air. Ooh, Mark there was nearly taken there by Reynolds. Reynolds has it, gets rid of it. Now here's Coughlin. Bradshaw, top of the square. Mark there just goes past a couple of players, and tackled there was Lewis. And it will be a stoppage right in the attacking 54. Surrey Park. Donvale have the numbers. They look to clear it out of defence. Here's Butler, who kicks it long into the corridor. Good contest there between the two players for both sides as it's inside 50. Mark there was nearly taken, and we'll get another stoppage as we get to the 13-10 mark of this third quarter of this intriguing contest out here at Surrey Park Recreation Reserve. Socket off the ground there. Mark there was taken by Mann. Mann, and a beautiful mark taken by Bradshaw, and a great kick. Beautiful kick there by Mann. And
Actually, Coughlin.
Coughlin Evans. Yep. There's a beautiful kick there, and Bradshaw of the Emma variety has the opportunity to get Surrey Park's third goal here. She comes in, kicks on the way, and it is one behind. So
Keep going, Paul. Go.
So it's Surrey Park moved to 2-6-18 to Donvale 1-1-7. We've gone 14 minutes in this third quarter, Blake Tennant.
Yeah, I just feel like the momentum at the moment is going in Surrey Park's favour at the moment. They're definitely getting more looks inside as another intercept mark. Yeah, Surrey Park faithful wanted a 25-metre free kick, nothing doing. So Mia Kolinick. Yeah, no mark taken and snap around. Donvale got the numbers. In a play there in the peak. She kicks it forward for the Vales. Strong tackle laid. They're trying to get it out, but a kick off the ground hitting in Donvale's way. Reynolds will get there, but first the meet there was Chloe Blake. And a strong tackle laid there. There's the two rucks going at it. Loving the singing, of course, down here for this song. There's Marn. She got a paddock in front of her. But Mark taking there. That was by Emma Peake. She's having a really good goalkeeping role here for Donvale, isn't she, Paul?
She certainly is, and she's keeping Donvale in this contest. Can they get the net? Can they get a goal back here just before three-quarter time here, Donvale, and get themselves right? They're right in this contest, but they get a goal here, it'd be massive. Next goal is huge in this context. Not context. As it's kicked high up in the air, and the kick is bouncing and kept in. Not quite. I reckon it was kept in.
Yeah, I think that was kept in.
And it'll be.
What's going on here?
So it'll be going to the number 34 in Tegan Bradley for Donvale.
Bit of confusion at the moment. I don't know what is going on, but Bradley will continue on here.
So Bradley, big kick from Bradley. That's a gutsy mark there taken. A great mark taken by Kolodnik, who's had a standout game for Surrey Park.
She might be on track for the Hoyts Player of the Game award, of course, presented after the game for the player of best on ground.
Free kick here going to Hartman of the Grace variety, and that's a good kick. And it's marked by Van Oosterwyk of the Mia variety. She's going to kick it here to the top of the square, and it's marked taken there by Ellie Brennan. She will kick down the line here. Mark there was nearly taken by Bradshaw. Kicked along the ground. Both sides have the numbers. Surrey Park looking to get it out of there. And we will have a stoppage. We are in the 17:20 minute mark of the third quarter. Surrey Park 2-6-18 at Donvale 1-1-7. A lot of scoring, must be said, has gone to the left of screen in this game.
The Elgar Road sort of end, I would say.
As the umpire will ball it up here. Wonder if there is a breeze going to the Elgar Road end as Donvale look to go forward here. They'll win the clearance and go into their forward 50. Is there a mark on here? It's a good mark taken for Surrey Park.
Boundary.
As we go down the boundary to Kate Green.
To answer your breeze question, it's just picked up and it is blowing towards the Aqua Hub end.
So, got a stoppage here.
Yeah, bit of stoppage on our broadcaster wing at this stage. A kick off the ground. First to get there was in number 23, Brianna Shelley. She finds her teammate Aman, dropped the mark, should have taken it. Reynolds gets a kick. She's been pretty solid for Surrey Park. Crundle gets there first. She gets a good kick. And another strong tackle. It's going to be ball up right where we are on the broadcast sort of wing down here. Of course, it's been on the interchange wing down here at Surrey Park. A kick off the ground. And Butler, she's been, I would say, Donvale's best right now as we speak. Another strong tackle. That's going to be on the ball, and it will be. And that will be a free kick to Sophie Bradshaw. So Sophie Bradshaw.
Is it 25 here, is it?
Could be, it is. It looks like it, and it will be. So it'll be a 25-metre free kick.
Gentlemen, what was that for?
I think there was a little bit of something going on after the play, I think. Pass to Bradshaw correctly in that one. Anyway, back to the footy. First to get there was Taylor Morton. And she'll get a free kick for a high tackle.
Boundary.
Let's go Bradshaw quickly to Kate Green.
Like I said, whoever made the mistake that's now given...
Intercepted. Sorry, Kate. Say that again, sorry. And that is three-quarter time. And it reads Surrey Park 2-6-18 to Donvale 1-1-7. Paul, do you want to just read out the goal kickers as well for that quarter?
Yeah, the goal kicker in that quarter was Taylor Morton for Surrey Park. It's a 11-point margin here at Surrey Park. At the moment they just pulled away that slightly in that quarter, but in this game we've had all the goals in this game so far have gone to the left of screen where Donvale are kicking in the last quarter. So really intriguing last quarter coming up here. It's three-quarter time. Surrey Park 2-6-18 to Donvale 1-1-7. We'll be back in just a moment.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Deakin University match of the round. It's played out here between Surrey Park and Donvale down here at Surrey Park Reserve. Scoreboard reads 2-6-18 to Surrey Park, to Donvale 1-1-7. We're going to go down to boundary side to Kate Green, who does have a coach with her at this stage.
Adam, your Donvale girls have been absolutely brilliant. Butler down in the mid, she's been everywhere. Got to be proud of that. Your pressure's not flagged. What's the message for the girls going into this final quarter where you're still a chance to take a win?
Yeah, look, we felt like we've had 70% of the ball throughout the game. It's just a matter of now, when the ball goes into our forward 50, just not letting them have the uncontested intercept marks, bringing the ball to ground, allowing our smaller players like Amelia Van Oosterwyk and, Bea as well, just doing the work on the ground. At the moment, we feel like we've allowed them too many uncontested marks, so, yeah.
So just manning up a little and just trying to get it down to your end to get on the scoreboard again.
Yeah, just creating a contest in the air, like taking body and spoiling the ball, just bringing it to ground and allowing our smaller players to run.
Thanks very much, Adam, and all the best.
No worries, thank you.
There we go. So Adam, Michelangeli there, the Donvale coach there. Kate's going to go to chops. There you go, finally got that one correct. I called it one.
Yay.
There we go. So I think Kate's there right now with chops.
No, I've got to track him down. He keeps running away from me.
Lanku, so you there, Kate?
Sorry, he's just gone to the other side of the coaching box. He's quite evil. Oh, no, here he comes.
So he might just quickly before Reynolds has got the kick.
Chops, you're making it a chasing game to get you. You've got to be pretty pleased with that third quarter with 2 goals and just the amount of second and third, fourth efforts from the girls.
Exactly right, Kate. That's exactly what I said to the girls at three-quarter time. Just their effort was really good. We had more inside 50s, handball receives. We lessened the stoppages, tried to get the ball the outside. They had a really good quarter, and that showed with the scoreboard pressure.
I also noticed that they took on your message from second quarter about looking for the loose player, because I saw that in that second quarter and first quarter they weren't quite looking for their loose players, but that really paid off for you in that third quarter.
Yeah, Donvale set up really well. They play a good press, so structurally we can't just kick down the line. So to kick the ball out in the space and kick it to our runners, that's our game. That's our number one wood. So we hopefully do that this quarter and see how it goes.
All the best for this last quarter.
Thanks, Kate.
So a bit of confusion at this stage. So the scoreboard reads 2-6-18 to Donvale 1-1-7. I might read out a few scores as well. Just with a bit of time. So Reynolds marks this one. We'll only read out a few scores. Hopefully they're live. So South Belgrade beat Baronia as well, 45-11. So that's a big win by South Belgrade. Definitely shows they're hanging around, and I think they're undefeated. So
correct.
South Belgrave.
They are top of the ladder.
That's a massive win for South Belgrave, 45-11. South Croydon lead 28-18 over Whitehorse. So that's the only scores. And Park Orchards and Eastern Devils are playing at 12:30 at Mulgrave as Reynolds gets a kick and intercepted. And Donvale look to go into the attack yet again.
So Donvale look to move it forward here. That ball is going to be bouncing out of bounds and it'll be going to Surrey Park here.
Sorry, Paul, might just read out one more score for you. Knox have hit the lead, 9-8 over East England at this stage.
Good mark taken there by Van Oosterwyk. And she gets back up here. I must say, it's really good music playing here today as the ball goes out of play.
Just quickly again, sorry, Paul. 4-7-31, Murrelbach to Beaconsfield 2-2-14. So I expect the Stangs to get a win there. So that's a big one.
Here is Surrey Park look to go forward here. Numbers here from both sides as we got some more scores here.
Yeah,
Blake.
we do. Top of the ladder clash in third division. Heathmore 6-2-38 to Coldstream 1-1-7. So I think the Jets are home in that one unless Coldstream can kick 6 goals on the trot. I don't want to jinx it. And South Croydon lead 9-6-60 to the Eastern Devils Black 2-1-13. So The Devils aren't going that too well.
High up in the air. Mark there was nearly taken by Bradshaw of the Charlotte variety. Soccer it off. He looks to pick it up here. Tackled there's McIntyre.
That's on the ball.
Yeah, yep. The umpire heard you, Blake, as Donvale will go forward here. This is a big moment in the game. Goes for goal. Here's an opportunity. Will it bounce? Will it bounce? Last line of defence.
It was almost
rushed through for a behind.
It's almost like the stadium holds its breath for a minute then, Paul.
Certainly did. As they get the first score of the last quarter, and it'll be McKizak to take the kick in for Surrey Park.
If Josh Ward was watching, he'll be holding his breath, wouldn't he?
Oh, he certainly would. As McKizak will kick it out of the defensive 50. Now a push there from ball there from Bradshaw as socket off the ground here. Now Donvale will go forward. Is there a mark here? It is, and it's taken there by Van Oosterwyk. And she will line up to get this margin back to 4 points.
It was a great save by number 25, Coda Nick Lucy of Surrey Park for that previous one, stopping it being a goal.
Certainly was, and do we have a free kick here? We do. So it's a free kick going to...
Wait.
Oh, what's happening here?
We have an injury.
It is number 24 for Donvale. No, she's fine.
It's actually 34.
Yeah, 34, sorry. Tegan Bradley.
Free kick going to Surrey
I
Park,
thought it was
sorry.
going to Donvale.
There's been a lot of that
Yeah.
today. The umpire called the
Continue on, Paul.
errors.
It was a push that ended up being the reason for the award to Surrey Park.
So here's Bradshaw, the Emma variety. She kicks it, and the mark there was a good spoil there by Donvale. It's a good tackle there laid, and we will have a stoppage as... No, it's a free kick going to Donvale. So Donvale pressing here, high up in the air. As Donvale, Surrey Park look to clear it out through Reynolds. Socket off the ground here inside 50. They got the numbers here, Donvale. Now an opportunity. Here's Van Oosterwyk. Can she kick a goal? Will it bounce? It takes an unlucky bounce for Van Oosterwyk, and Reynolds clears it out of the goal square. Now an opportunity here to handball it out. Donvale looking to go back inside 50, attacking 50. And a good mark taken there by Lucy Koldenik.
Both of the Koldenik sisters or cousins or whatever you call them are playing pretty good footy, aren't they, Paul?
They certainly are, but Donvale looking to come again. Here's an opportunity. Top of the square, was that a push? Umpire lets it go, but it will be a stoppage deep in the attacking 50 for Donvale, just outside the goal square. Here's an opportunity perhaps. Surrey Park look to clear it out, just missed the teammate there. Looking to clear it out of the defensive 50. Struggling to pick it up, but picks it up is Bradshaw. She's had a great game today. That's a good mark there. Taking a good kick there to McIntyre as Surrey look to go forward. And we'll have a stoppage. So in the forward half for Surrey Park, we've gone 8 minutes in this final term.
Mark gets a smothered kick there, but she picks it up again and finds her teammate into Brianna Shelley. They get a hand pass, and this player here has been Donvale's best player, I reckon, in Michaela Butler.
She's been absolutely everywhere and so brilliant.
Yep, she has indeed. Kate's even mentioning it. I guess I'm doing something right, I guess.
We'll check with Ryan afterwards.
Gets the kick there. That was by Mia Kolinick. I think she's been Surrey Park's best player.
Yep.
Get the nod there from Paul. So again, I must be doing something right. As they get a kick. Hand pass, sorry. A little bit of a kick off the ground. And a little bit of a push. And it's going to be a ball up on the other side wing here. The interchange boxes of Donvale close there. We're about 9 minutes into this final quarter. Do need a Donvale goal. Wouldn't that be nice? To edge of the score close by. It's a 10-point Surrey Park lead. 2-6-18 to Donvale. 1-2-8. If you're around the grounds, let us know where you're watching from, or if you're at ground at the moment and you're very excited about some of these scores, please comment on the Facebook and YouTube stream. We'd love to hear where you're watching from. As Reynolds kicks it inside for Surrey Park. The kick there to Donvale in Emma Peak. First to get there is Mia Kolinick. She picks it up. She takes a good kick. And it's Mark taken there by March. I think she's been a solid contributor for Surrey Park today. That's Georgia Mann. Wonder if she's got any relations to Jack Mann. Plays for Surrey Park, who we might be seeing, I hope we're seeing him today, of course.
Mann's been another really solid contributor for Surrey Park.
Yeah, I think, yeah. So it's good to see an intercept mark taken by Mia Kolinick.
So Kolinick looks to go forward here. Socket off the ground there, bit of pinball going on as Surrey Park look to go forward, and we will have another stoppage as Blake's very excited.
Yeah, the Knicks got home. So
as Surrey Park go forward here, and a good mark there taken by Crundle. Kick down the line from Crundle, and the kick will go out of bounds. Tap there. No, it's kept in. It's kept in for Surrey Park, and looks to kick down the line. It's going to be a free kick going to Donvale.
Oh, an injury number 2 at the moment. Bethune Shea. So we might have to get Kate on that one because that didn't look good.
Sorry, guys, I didn't catch that. I keep breaking up.
Sorry, the Donvale player in number 2, Shea Bethune. I think that's her name.
Number 2 is Shay.
It's all right. We'll find Kate later. She's breaking up just a little bit at the moment. As Crundle gets tackled, gets a kick there. And it's going to be another ball up. It'll be really nice if we can get a Donvale score here. They've been really challenging at this stage, even though, coming into this game, they haven't won a game, but it doesn't look like they've actually won a game. So, another tackle. It's going to be a ball up. Paul, I might read out some scores. Keep calling, of course, but I might read out some more scores. Keep our viewers entertained who are watching at home or around.
So Surrey Park win the clearance here. Donvale have the numbers back. Is there a free kick there? Good tackle laid, and that will be a hole in the ball going to Donvale. We've got a score from Blake.
Yeah, so it's currently a 2-point game down at Springfield Park between South Croydon and Whitehorse. Keep going, Paul, of course. I'll get to that
close
shortly.
game there is Donvale go into the forward 50. Can they get one here and really set up a grandstand finish? Surrey have numbers back. The tackle there laid high up in the air. That's a great mark taken by Lagos.
Donvale really deserve another goal for all their effort and the hard work, considering that they've had the ball in their forward 50 for 70% of the game, as Adam mentioned at quarter time chat.
Certainly right, Kate. It would really set up a streak intriguing here at the moment, but if they get the next goal, you just never know. Is Surrey Park looking to see this game out? If Surrey get the next goal, you'd feel like they're just about home. It's got 13 and a half minutes gone in this last quarter, Blake.
Yeah, so Bayswater lead 57-1 in the 4th Division clash. South Croydon lead 26-28. So a close game down there at Springfield Park, just near us as well. So close game at the counter down there. Is there a bit of rain around, Kate? Oh, I've jinxed it, haven't I? It doesn't look pleasing at this stage.
You have. It's beginning to sprinkle, and not impressed with you, Tennant.
Yes, I've done it a few times where I've jinxed the weather. But anyway, back to the footy. I hope you got your umbrella there, Kate. I can just see you on our camera. There you go. Kate's comfortable on the boundary. She's got the umbrella going.
You and I are going to have a chat, Tennant.
Oh, I'm in trouble. So they get a kick. That was by Taylor Morton. First to get there was a Donvale player in Emma Peake. She's just playing that goalkeeper sort of role for Donvale. She's doing she had a few good efforts. Just need Donvale to get a score. There is enough time to get 2 goals. But it looks like it's all black and white at the moment in Surrey Park. It doesn't look like, if you were telling me at the start of the day, Surrey Park should win this, but Donvale have been very competitive today in this game. 15 minutes in. Another strong tackle will be a ball up.
Yes, they've certainly brought up today. They've come out here to show they're not where their ladder position and suggests at the moment. They've really took it up to Donvale all day. As Donvale have time here, they've got 4.5 minutes, kicked high up in the air. Can they get a goal back and make things really interesting? Sorry of the numbers. That's a great smother there. Kicked off the ground. Donvale pressing here, but Surrey Park are kicking it away here. They look to kick it away as it's taken here by Van Oosterwyk, who's tried hard for Donvale all day. Now an opportunity as pressure here from both sides, and we'll get a stoppage right
Boundary.
in front of the bench. Will go down the Cape on the boundary.
Lewis, number 12, Park, has been a really quiet workhorse, but she's been in just about every tackle.
She certainly has, as the kick high up in the air for sides as Donvale look to go forward. Surrey Parker really defending well here. That's a good mark taken.
Sorry to interrupt, Paul, but have you got your Hoyt's best on ground so far? Who you going to give it to?
There's a few that come to mind. Coldernick.
She might get mine.
Emma Bradshaw's been really good.
We might go to Kate quickly. Kate, have you got a second who you think will be the Hoyt's best on ground?
Butler for Donvale and Mia Koldenek for number 2 for Surrey Park. But Butler's been brilliant
She
for.
has. But I think we've all gone in Mia Koldenek, so she might be walking out with the Hoyt's best on ground. A $50 voucher will be coming her way shortly.
She certainly played
as the music continues on down here at Surrey Park. Must be a thing down here.
Maybe a Josh thing.
No, that's just a warm-up now and from the seniors.
Yeah. I don't think this place shuts, does it?
We'd have to ask 40.
Sure, the premierships and all that would have kicked on for a few big nights, no doubt.
A few big months.
Maybe.
It's certainly the place to be here at Surrey Park.
Like I said, I've never seen that many premiership flags in like my lifetime here in the Eastern Football Netball League. There were so many flags, I couldn't find another one. So as Butler in the Kayla gets it, finds that teammate in, not a teammate, in Koldenek, sorry. Now intercept taken there, that was by Taylor Morton. She plays on immediately. Almost trying. Another strong tackle, and it's going to be a ball up. So we're 18:40 into this final quarter. It looks like Surrey Park might be home, but I don't want to jinx it. It's still enough time for 2 Donvale goals. but they're just going to go end to end both times. I think we're pretty pleased with how Donvale have been tracking so far.
It's been a good contest this afternoon as Donvale look to go forward here. That's a great mark once again by Mia Koldenik as she kicks it forward here.
You kind of feel for Donvale not getting more majors on the board.
Definitely. They've had a lot of opportunities, Caden. You know, like I don't think ladder positioning, it's irrelevant today after this result. I think it's a very even competition in First Division this year. As play continues on, we're nearly closing in on the final full score down here at Surrey Park Reserve. This weather does not look good. And I have jinxed it. And to the weather gods out there, I am deeply sorry. I didn't think we'll get rain, but we're definitely going to get some this afternoon. Hope there's enough.
Tennant, hush about the rain.
Pretty sure we're going to have to get Foss to come in and turn the lights on.
Oh, we might need to. Sir, turn the lights on. As Mia Koldenik, the Hoyts player of the game. And that might do it. It will. Surrey Park winners today in the girls competition, the women's program. It's Deakin University match of the round. Surrey Park 2-6-18 to Donvale 1-2-8. That is the final quarter score. I don't think we had a goal kicker ball. I don't think so.
Not that I think.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll just go quickly. So Grace Power kicked the single goal there, as well as Taylor Morton and of course Taylor Coughlin, who kicked the first goal. I think me and Paul and Kate have respectfully gave the award to Mia Koldenik. She walks away with the Hoyts Eastland match of the day, like the player of the game, sorry. And here's Kate now. I think we might be interviewing her as well. Yes, we will be. Mia, have you got us? No, is she puts the headset on. Mia, have you got us?
Hello, how are you?
Very good. Congratulations, the Hoyts player of the day. Congratulations and a big win. How is it all going as well?
Yeah, it's been a great start to the season from us. Obviously, wins and losses is always going to happen, but we really just wanted to come out today and show them that this is our home ground and that we really just wanted to give it to them. So, yeah.
And how have you gone, of course, 3 away games coming into the season, and now you get a strong load of home games coming in. Is this sort of a confident sort of win for Surrey Park heading into the next month or so?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's always better to play at home. You know, you're used to your oval and you can do your set plays and everything. So it's great to have the next two weeks at home as well, or 3 I think it is. Yeah, it's really enjoyable here and the great support as well.
Yeah, tremendous game.
Thank you.
Down back, Mia. It was a really intense contest. It was great pressure from you guys and also as well as Donvale. How did you guys see out that last quarter, particularly?
Oh, well, you know, it was a pretty tight game as it had been, but we just said, you know, attack the ball, let's finish this off, let's pick up where we left off. So it's more just sticking to our game plan and really just getting it done at the end of the day. Yeah.
And what are you going to use with the voucher, Mia, as well? Are you going to go to Hoyts? I hope you do. And,
of course.
Yeah. What movie will float your boat down at Hoyts?
Oh, I don't know. I have to have a look, actually. I haven't gone to a movie in a while, so it'll be a good opportunity too, yeah.
No worries. All right, Mia, enjoy the rest of the
so
season
much.
and well done today. Big win for Surrey Park.
Yes, thank you.
Well, there you have it. Mia Koldenik there, the Hoyts best on ground. There's a big banner here, 150 games, but we're going to leave it to it right here. Surrey Park, big winners over Donvale, 2-6-18 to Donvale 1-2-8. My name's Blake Tennant, joined by Paul Laconi. Paul, thanks again, and I hope to see more Bullens footy come forward. Thank you very much.